Okay, let's try to do this without any fucking shit and stuff, and see if I can. I'm not sure at all that I can handle this speaking situation without my filler words like fucking shit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just one dude on some YouTube channel said that those fucking shit stuff. It's not for being rude. That's for some giving some emphasis into what you're speaking about, and I agree on that ground because I always like using my native language, let alone English, which is to say that I regard my English as my second native one, and these days after New Year, let's say, I feel kind of like final crunch in studying that I felt in a way that I don't regard my English as a foreign language anymore, and sorry, I'm making wrong sounds because my throat kind of like irks me and hurts me in a way, and I don't even just to I wanted to say I don't even fucking know what to speak about, but I didn't say that. That's to the point. But I said, explaining the stuff, but I didn't say it in the flow of my speech. Let's try some longer without having shit and fuck stuff in my speech, and I still don't know what to speak about actually, but it doesn't make any different things for me, or because the point actually here is just the speaking itself without being related to something point oriented or not point oriented, and the point actually try to speak in the moment and let your current like words to come out from your mind and to lay themselves on my tongue, and after that they're about to be sounded out, and maybe even with the right sounds of American version of English language, which I regularly tend to do on this channel. If you're my follower or just a casual viewer, you might just have a notice of that that's been mentioned right now about me striving to make originally American sounds, not British ones, because I don't know, I don't regard the British version of English language like something beautiful to me. All those rules of the whole thing like English language, they stem from very England or Scottish lands or whatever, Great Britain, let's say this way, let's put it this way, and but I'm kind of like on my way of learning. I became clear that I like more like American style of saying things, listening to things than they are being said in the American version of English language. Just please forgive me about my poor attempts of sound like a Native Americans. I'm just pretty aware that I'm not resembling here something American made, or speaking about American made. Have you seen the movie which was released in the year of 2017? It was released, if I'm not mistaken here. I guess I'm not. The name of the movie is American Made, with Tom Cruise in it performing the main role. He starred there, I should say, and I watched that movie a couple of times, not a couple of times actually, just one time I watched that, and that was something cool, I should say. That maybe very this evening I'm about to be watching it again. Why not? It's pretty cool accomplishment. He played as he made the character who was the smuggler. He was a smuggler in the movie. I hope he's not in life, and to that degree he was perfect performing his role, you know what I'm saying. Thomas Cruise, as always, please have him, or just whatever. That's the amazing guy. He always performs his roles in an impeccable way, always in-depth immersement into the character, full in-depth immersement. That's snapping out of it. And actually, as for Tom Cruise, he performed in another movie called Collateral, or Accomplice, or A Lie, or Accomplice, or how it was called. I don't remember now. I can't recall it now. But the name was something around Accomplice, or A Lie, or and he kind of played extremely bad, like villain through all that story, and the villain was damn good. I'm telling you, that was freaking good in all the ways. Any line, any story turn was impeccable. And the Tom Cruise in it was impeccable, and just even at some points I couldn't believe he's just been in the character that in that movie, not him himself. I had a hunch, like I had a feeling at the time watching that movie, he was that villain, not performing any role there. I'm telling you, to that degree he was honest in his performance in that character, being in that character in that movie. You know what I'm saying? And guys, I tell you what, I'm sitting here in my arm something like metal made. It's like simply stamp that I adore to touch, adore to use, adore to hold in my hand and hold my arms right now. And I from the very beginning, in the first place, I like touching metal made things, and it's partly metal made. It's made out of metal, it's made out of plastic, it's made out of rubber ribbons on it, and the rubber ribbons they're specifically designed for making stamps, putting on this sheet of paper something like date, current date, and you may adjust and set the right date on the bottom part of it, and with using these movable rubber ribbons, which this device has around 4 those movable rubber ribbons. The first one says the date, the second one says the date and the day, I should say, and the third one says the months, and the last one says the year, and the year doesn't divide it into 2 parts as regular could be. It only has its unique number. Let's say the year 2005 over here, 2005. It's not seen, it's not clearly seen, it's not seen at all. Okay, it's not a point. The point is I like describing things, and it has metal made guiding rod inside it. Have 4 those nicest rubber made ribbons to be rotated around this metal made guiding rod inside it, and those like smallest drums, plastic made drums, they rotate around the guiding rod, metal made one, and the metal made guiding rod itself connected to two vertical sides, metal made ones, of this nice stamp, and all these happiness connected to plastic made, pretty convenient plastic made and convenient grip, which I'm holding it right now on, which I'm holding it right now and I'm holding it by my arm. And this grip also has like pretty nice, nicely looking and pretty attractive, covered with pretty attractive color, like slightly reddish or orangish one, like a pretty nice cap made of another kind of plastic, but it sits on the very top of all this structure, and it gives the thing whole like mood and like let's say even ambience of the whole this thing. And the handle itself narrows down to the very bottom of it, and in the bottom side it's connected to the metal made panel of this entire stamp, and it's connected by a screw, and the screw goes through the hole grip, and through the hole, not through the hole, from the connecting metal made panel, and it's screwed like together in order to be firmly connected, and the whole structure, the whole thing I like it actually. I like it. I don't know why. I just decided to familiarize you nice is my followers and proponents with this nice item which I'm holding right now in my arms. And what else? This interesting story about this item, this exhibit, I should say, that it only has previous dates, not I can't set the right date, let's say the date of present day. I can't just set it because it doesn't have the proper year on it. It expired maybe 3 years ago. The latest date I could put up out of this is something like 2015, and I actually have to use it in the nearest and short run, I should say, and that's why I should buy the same, like the same one, but not this one, but in particular like this, because I visited a lot of stationery shops around in our city, and I spotted that they don't have this type. They don't have this type of stamp, date stamp, I should say, date stamp. Let's call it this way. I don't know the native name for it. If you're a native speaker, you may give me just the slightest feedback by naming this thing correctly. I'm not naming it correctly, I'm sure, but date stamp, I should say. And I'm gonna buy it and use it in my working process, and my working process actually is pretty vast, and it has a wide array of things should be done actually for the recent time. And I turned back to my origins. I started to be an engineer, and as I studied at the university, and by my major I'm an engineer, and actually spent a fair amount of my life track being the simplest, not the silliest, but the simplest salesman, and I don't regret about that stuff at all. Or while it was playing in a huge way, all the picture of selling and buying stuff in our country was immense, and I could earn a fair amount of money out of it, and I earned, and I did. But when it started to narrow itself down and to shrink by itself, when I started to think about doing something else, maybe to returning completely to my origins, what I was originally put on this planet for, and I started to put it in life, and I kind of quit it. I just decided to be just myself and follow the original roots of my personality, and never quit. Be yourself, no matter what happens around you, and no matter what kind of situation you're in. Always be yourself and follow your own tracks. And that's it about tonight, and maybe I'll drop some wars on my channel maybe tomorrow morning, not tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. If I don't die, I hope I won't. Thanks for your attention and for your presence on my channel, and on the whole for being in my life. See you until a while. See you soon. Have a nice one. See you all. Bye.